Bonjour and welcome to French 1 with Mr. McCoy. This is lesson 20 dedicated to commands with ER verbs. Our learning objective for this lesson is for you to be able to start formulating commands using the imperative in French, or in other words, simply for you to be able to start telling people what to do in French. Okay? Now to do that, you need to first understand that we actually have three forms of the imperative in French. You may ask, where do these come from? Let's go ahead and see that real quick. Now let's say that you're the speaker here. Okay, I hope you understand by this point. Okay, that you know when an individual addresses another individual. Okay, if they're on familiar terms, the person will use tu. Okay, the tu form. If these two people happen to be on respectful or formal terms, the person will use vous to address the other person. Okay? Vous. Alright? So one-on-one, either tu or vous is possible. I hope you also know, anytime a person addresses more than one person at a time, he has to use vous. Okay? So singular could be either tu or vous, depending on the circumstances. Plural, addressing many people, he has to use vous. Okay? Now, if the person speaks to, for example, a group that he's a part of, he'll be using the nous form. Okay? Nous. Okay? So again, that gives us our three forms. Okay? One-on-one, either tu or vous. One to many, vous. Okay, one to a group he's a part of, nous. Okay. Now what we've done so far, we've been in the in what we call the indicative mood. Okay, these are most statements of fact. So we took a basic verb like parler, or parler français, to speak French. Our speaker, for example, talking to different people, could say, tu parles français, tu parles français, you speak French. Vous parlez français, you, the plural you, speak French. Or again, singular and respectful. Okay, vous parlez français, or nous parlons français. Okay, we speak French. Tu parles français, vous parlez français, nous parlons français. Okay. So, long story short, okay, to turn or to formulate a command in French, the basic rule is keep the form of the verb, okay, that you would use if you were talking about the person. Okay, keep the form of the verb, but then drop the subject pronoun. Okay, that's our basic rule. Okay, keep the form of the verb, same form of the verb, but drop the subject pronoun. Okay? So again, if that guy is going to tell that individual to speak French, hey, speak French. If he's on familiar terms, it'll be parle français. Parle français. And this is the one little trick that's particular to ER verbs. You actually have to drop off the S. Okay? So again, notice the to form of an ER verb has ES in the indicative. Okay? In the indicative. Command form, drop the S. Okay? Again, no pronoun. Parle français. Now it's a command. Speak French. Parle français. Speak French. Okay? Addressing the one person on formal terms or addressing that group of people. Parlez français. Parlez français. Again, speak French. Okay? Again, no pronoun. Okay? Same form of the verb. Parlez français. Finally, if he makes a suggestion to that group that he belongs to, again, drop the pronoun. No pronoun. Okay? Same form of the verb. Parlons français. Let's speak French. Parlons français. Okay? So that's our three forms of the imperative. Okay? One form that's basically like the tu form of the verb. One form that's like the vous form of the verb. One form that's like the nous form of the verb. But remember, no subject pronouns, okay? So you can always recognize what's a command in French by the fact that there's no subject pronoun, okay? Or subject, okay, no proper name either, okay? Parle français, parlez français, parlons français, okay? Now, I wouldn't be honest if I told you it didn't get a little more complicated later, okay? Try to get this down. We'll practice with this in class. This will lay a good foundation for us, okay? And like I said, the ER verb is the only verb where you have to drop the S off the to form, okay? Alright, we'll see later that in the other forms, RE verbs, IR verbs, you don't even have to do that, okay? So, go over that. We'll practice in class. Merci et au revoir.